All right, so we're gonna take you guys through some dynamic movements. You can use these as your warm-up. You can even incorporate them into your cool down as you start to loosen things up and then progress into your foam rolling, your myofascial release, or your stretching. So the first one is an inchworm to down dog to up dog, and then you'll inch yourself back up into standing. So starting in a standing position, feet about hip width apart, soften the knees, hip hinge, back stays flat as you work your way down to your hands. Hands walk forward into a high plank position. You push yourself into downward dog, hips come up, heels sink towards the ground, pushing away weight in the inside of your hands. Hips come back forward, back into plank. You drop into your upward dog. Chest comes up, hips come forward. You come back up into a plank. And you shift your way back as you walk your hands back towards your feet. Knees stay soft as you come back up into standing. And you repeat that 5 to 10 reps as necessary. We'll only make you do one. The next one, side traveling ape movements. So turning, facing, coming down into a low squat. She's gonna shift back and forth, kind of like an ape, moving its way through the jungle or moving his way through the zoo. As you shift back and forth, there you go. And then working back and forth. Hands are in front of you, and you're shifting the weight from your hands to your feet. Hips are rocking and turning back and forth. That's good. Keep going. Yeah, ape noises can be included too. Good. Progressing from there, we have standing windmills with a warrior pose. Standing tall position, arms windmill, stepping back into a warrior, opening the chest to the outward side. Foot is down, knee behind the toe, foot is pointed forward, straight off of your knee. Sweeping back into standing position and sweeping back into a windmill. Working for about 5 to 10 reps on each side. Again, these movements are dynamic. They're meant to happen in about a 2 to 3 second period of time. You're not holding long static poses. You're working through, pausing momentarily, and then coming back to the start position. From there, we have modified plank to rotation, so a side angle rotation. So you start in a plank position, you drop down to your knee, rotating your chest open as you take your arm off the ground, hand behind the head, chest opens up, hip opens up, and then you close back into your plank position. And you can work one side, or you can work alternating right and left. Repeating for about 5 to 10 reps on each side. As you finish up your standing poses, your side plank poses, you'll come down to all fours, knees on the ground, under hips, or just slightly wider than hips, hands under your shoulders, weight in the hands, split evenly between the knees and the hands. Hand comes up behind the head, chest opens up for a T-spine rotation, turning the chest open, and then closing the chest back. Repeating for about 5 to 10 reps. Again, you're moving at about a 2 to 3 second pace for each rep. It's not necessarily fast, but it's also not a long, slow hold. Good. From there, you progress down to your hips. Many of you are familiar with a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Male dog comes up to the fire hydrant, lifts the knee, pushes back, and then back in. So you're pulling the knee up, pushing back, rotating the hip back to neutral, and back in. Lifting, kicking back, and back through. Creating a half circle with your hip. Work for about 5 to 10 reps on right and left side. And your final pose is a child's pose. Fairly simple, knees are wide, feet are close, shifting your hips back, letting your chest sink down in between your legs, hands reach out in front of you, and you just relax. Head can come to the ground, hips sink down, more weight to the rear if you're ready for it, and you pose. You can also come back up into your tabletop position and then drop back down into child's pose. You can hold child's pose generally a little bit longer, maybe 3 to 5 seconds, hold momentarily, and then come back up into your tabletop position.